Superman.
Miss Lane.
Hi, Ash.
Hello. Okay, I've been dying to talk about this, and I don't know if anyone will care about me, but I'm from the great state of Delaware.
Oh, so you're from Superman's home state.
Exactly, and I clocked it pretty early on because there's a Delaware flag in the Hall of Justice and an ID. What's the vibe of the DCU map, and why Delaware? I
had to choose somewhere. So Metropolis has actually been in different places, but it's been in Delaware before, so I didn't just make up Delaware. But yeah, so I knew it was sort of an East Coast city, and so yeah.
I love that. I love that you've brought some relatively obscure characters to the forefront, like the Guardians and even Peacemaker. So
yeah. Tackling
something like Superman just feels like a bit of a diversion. What was the biggest challenge or hurdle for you in doing the most well-known superhero?
Well, I think the challenge was mostly my own feelings. I think my own fears. I think it was daunting to create a character on screen that was so mainstream and that everyone has their concept of what Superman's supposed to be, whether it's trunks or no trunks, whatever. Mostly trunks or no trunks. But all of that stuff is so important to people. So you're letting down people with every choice you make. And so I had to let go of all of that. I had to realize that I'm a Superman fan. I love Superman. I'm not going to do anything that denigrates the basic character of Superman. Mm-hmm. And so within trusting it was just really allowing me to trust myself and let go of all the numerous other voices that are talking.
Yeah, how do you, there's been conversation about whether this Superman is more emotionally or physically vulnerable than we've seen. Is that accurate, or is that something intentional?
Yes, it's both to some degree. Emotionally, for sure, simply because we're invited into Superman's personal life. This is about his interior life, and at the core of the story, it's surrounded by pyrotechnics and flying dogs and robots. But at the core of the story, it's about a person who he thinks of himself in a certain way, mm-hmm. finds out that isn't true, and has to recontextualize who he is in the face of that. That isn't really what your normal Superman story is, nor any hero story for the most part.
Yeah.
So I think that's a difference. So he's more vulnerable in that way. And then physically, listen, he's fighting an equal and opposite force. So in some ways, it's no different than when Superman was fighting the bad guys in Superman 2 in Donner's film. But we do see him bleed, which is different. He can't make the world go, backwards in time through, spinning around it. So I kind of took a Superman that was a mix of different Supermans throughout the comics in terms of his power set.
Yeah. There's a lot of new characters that we meet, and then I know there's a lot that we're going to meet. Is there a niche DC character or story that you think deserves more attention, whether you're developing it or not? Just somebody you'd really love to bring to the forefront at some point.
Everybody knows I love Batmite. Batmite's like my man. He's creepy as hell. And I think I got to do something with Batmite someday. I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
Unless Matt's doing it in his script. I got his script yesterday, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet. And maybe Matt Reeves put Batmite in his script. If you did, Matt, I'm going to be really, really stoked. And it's an instant green light.
I love that everyone's been asking about the Batman script. He's like, here, damn.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.